And some of those things pop up during that review process.
Yep.
And
that's why it's so important to have good communication with your referral partners, because nobody wants to be surprised, and it still happens. Like,
right.
it still happens, but usually if you have a lender that's communicating and telling you about, what's going on in the file, generally speaking, you shouldn't be surprised the day before closing.
Right.
Something like that. It happens, but even if I guess what I'm getting at is, there's certain clients that are more qualified than others, better qualified than others. And so occasionally if you have someone that I can see the writing on the wall, like, hey, here's what's going on in this file and here's what potentially could happen. If I have that conversation with the realtors, they appreciate it, because then, because it does take time to get through whatever it is you're getting through, and it might be a week before closing before you have that definite answer. But if you have that conversation with them at the beginning, like, here's the issues, here's what we're up against, here's what could happen. If it ends up unfortunately happening, they're at least not like, wait, what? It's not the first time they're hearing about it,
right.
So, and obviously you have to do it with discretion. You can't share too much of the client's, information, but that's why it's so important to have a lender that you trust and that's going to communicate with your realtor and make it as seamless as possible.